Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Glmr. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we lost our support trend line here at 25 cents. We lost the 786 Fibonacci retracement, and it looks like we are going to be retesting the local bottom here from, well, the bear market bottom really from 2023. So we had a nice double bottom pattern right here. And it looks like we're going to be coming back down to that low anytime soon now if we are going to continue this downtrend. Bitcoin seems to be dropping every few days and altcoins follow afterwards. So it could be, maybe a week or two before we drop down to 16 cents. But it is very, very likely at this point. We lost the golden ratio, the 0.618. We lost the 0.786 fib, and right now we are targeting the 16.5 cents area. Taking a look at the daily RSI, we were just in the oversold here. As you can see, we pointed out the last few times we were oversold on the daily, and those were relatively good buying prices and buying opportunities. Right now, we're sitting even below in terms of price than the last two times we were sitting in the oversold. So this is even a better opportunity than the past two times. And if we start losing this low, which would be a very, very negative thing for us, if we start losing 16 cents, then we have a Fibonacci retracement with 3 extension levels to the downside. You have 10, almost 11 cents here, 0.0867 and 0.0638, which would be our technical target. That would be a very negative scenario for Glmr. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Breaking below the bear market bottom here would be extremely negative. Very, very negative. So our last hope is that we're going to hold 16.25 here, and we're going to see a nice bounce from that area. That would be our best hope in the current circumstances. Then what we need to do is, of course, break above the August 2022 high, which we have highlighted multiple times over the past year. I keep bringing up this level because this is exactly where we got rejected from after this initial capitulation in May 2022. So we saw capitulation, we started retracing, ran into a massive resistance there, and that sent us into this downtrend for the next year. That's why it's extremely important to break above that resistance. Once we do, the bear market is officially over for Glmr. As of right now, we can't really confirm that because we are still potentially going to be breaking below this low, or at least retesting 16 cents. So we'll have to see how things go. But again, this is a reminder to all of you. If you don't have any Glmr, this is a good time to be buying. If you have Glmr, this is a good time to be topping up. And if you bought Glmr at higher prices, let's say even above $1, then you have an amazing opportunity right now to dollar cost average and bring down that average price as much as possible, which is the goal here during the bear market. Of course, this is not financial advice. You should always do your research before you buy any of these coins. Now, let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. So if we're looking at the weekly chart, our best case scenario is a double bottom pattern here. and then you have your neckline there. Once we break above that, we could potentially be looking at around 99 cents, around $1. Our technical target would be at around $1, but for that, of course, once again, we need to hold this low. Otherwise, we're just looking for more downside potential, and at that point, we don't know where the bottom is. Of course, I gave you a few extension levels, but we can't really know what's going to happen here because this is uncharted territory. We have never been this low with GLMR. Taking a look at the stochastic RSI, you can see we are as low as we were back in September 2023, which was our bottom signal there. The RSI was also very low at that point. So that was a really good buying opportunity. We were actually giving you, alerts essentially for GLMR at that time. We were doing updates on YouTube as well. So this was a good buying price. This right now is also a good buying price. There's nothing stopping us from having essentially the exact same move that we've had from October right now. We can have the exact same scenario play out, if not more bullish the next time around. And then once we break above this level over here, we could be looking at 99 cents. That's our 1.618 target. Now we can also just restructure this fib a bit, which I think is going to be better for us. So we're going to use this low right now. Depending on where we end up, of course, we're going to readjust it. But this would be our low, and then we have this as our local top there, March 2024. So let's get the fib there. Let's assume this is our bottom right now. We're going to be looking at $1.19 if we break above the March 2024 high. And in terms of volume, as you can see, we don't have, the volume is almost non-existent. So we need to get more marketing, more volume. With Polkadot 2.0, we're hoping that things are going to get better for GLMR, for Moonriver, for Polkadex, and the entire Polkadot ecosystem. And another thing to point out is the 100 EMA here. So this is a pretty significant EMA we can use on our charts to see if where a potential resistance level, right, could occur for us. So right now the 100 EMA is looking like it's sitting at 60, or rather 76.5 cents. That's going to be a good area for us to target. For example, if you're looking for a short to mid-term trade, or I would say mid to long-term trade, you could be looking at the 100 EMA for a take profit. If you're looking to get out as soon as possible, you could also take a look at the August 2022 high at 80 cents as your take profit, which is essentially the 1.272 on this fib that we just set up. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know, what do you think of GLMR? What are your targets for future? Stay safe and goodbye.